So hello everyone, today we are going to be looking at my Shrapnel build. So let's have a look and I'll talk you through it, explain what it does, the damage, the rotations, everything like that. So obviously we've got the SOCR last Valor. Amazing weapon, so good. So good. It's just probably the best weapon at the moment. So we've got this, we've got the Bingo, which I'm very lucky I got, and the long axe. So that's our weapons. We go into armor. We've got the key piece, which is the beret, which gives shrapnel hit part +1. We've got 4 stack of lone wolf, gives us mag capacity, crit rate, and then the lone wolf stacks, which really add up a lot. And then we've got 1 piece of Bastille, just because if you're going to get a 1 piece, this is the best 1 piece set to get, because at level 1, it's just whenever you're above 70% of hit points, you get +10 damage. Simple as that. It's free damage. We love free damage. So let's go on to the mods. So here we have Shrapnel Souvenir, Violent Suffix. It's a really bad roll, so I'm going to try and get one with a better roll. It's only got 3% crit damage. It's horrible. So this is... So when a shrapnel hits a weak spot, it automatically fills 1 bullet from your inventory. So using this, you're going to be able to fire and fire and fire and fire with no let up in DPS. It's great. Accessories wise, we've just tried to increase the stability as much as we can, because when you're just firing for like a minute straight, you need that stability. So we've got the hammer compensator, we've got attack hollow sight, the infrared indicator, and the light rifle mag. If you don't have these and you need to know where to get them, if you just Google Once Human interactive map, it's got a map with everything in it, and you can just click turn off everything, search for the piece you're looking for, and it'll tell you exactly where it is, exactly how to get it. An amazing site, is so useful. Next we've got the Bingo. So we've got the Bingo because a lot of people use the crossbow. So the crossbow is, let me show you because I've got the crossbow as well. A lot of people use this, the recurve crossbow. And that is because hitting a weak spot will inflict the bull's eye on the target, causing all weapons to have crit rate +30% versus targets for 10 seconds. I'm using the Bingo, A, because I like sniper rifles, and B, after switching to this weapon, the first hit is guaranteed to trigger the bull's eye. So we don't get the +30% crit bonus that the recurve bow has, but we get weak spot damage +15%, which is going to be relevant in a bit, and I'll tell you why. Also, it's guaranteed you don't have to hit a weak spot, so there's no like waiting for your chance and then popping it. It's just switch, pop, switch every sort of 10 seconds. So that's why I use that. And a modifier on this is the vulnerability amplifier. So as well as all the other stuff, it's going to give vulnerability +8%. So that's another 8% free damage. If we go on to the armor side of it. So on the beret, we've got Fateful Strike. Cannot hit weak spot. Well, cannot deal weak spot damage. And it gives us +10% crit rate, +30% damage rate, and again it's violent, so it's got an extra 12% crit. When it says we can't hit weak spot and can't do weak spot damage, that's only the first bullet. The shrapnel can still hit. So the aim of this is to just, if you just aim at center mass, aim at anything that's not a weak spot, and then your shrapnel will bounce and hit the weak spot. So you'll get the weak spot bonus from the bullseye, and all the other cool stuff. The mask, we've got Shrapnel Carnage Violent. So this gives us shrapnel weak spot hit rate +100, and shrapnel weak spot damage +25%. So this is basically guaranteeing that with your shrapnel, you're going to hit the weak spot with it, which is gonna trigger our other mod that gives us 1 ammo back every time a shrapnel hits a weak spot. It's going to benefit from the 15% weak spot damage, and itself has got 25% weak spot damage. So that's really good. Top, there isn't really a good mod for the top. Like, I think min-maxers are using a blue crit rate one at the moment, because it's the only crit rate one you can get for the top. But if you've got a gold mod with a decent sub effect, like this one's got +6 crit damage, I'm just running with that. Lone Wolf Pants, I've got Dead Shot, so each crit hit by non-melee weapons grants 5% crit damage up to 45%. The effect is removed upon reload. We're never reloading. like we just don't reload. So this is going to be permanently up. It's going to be a permanent 45% crit damage increase, which is really nice. I need to farm another one of these. I need to get a violent one because the substats on this are trash. So we need to farm another one of those. For the gloves, we have violent crit boost. So this is just giving us extra 15% crit. We've got it as a violent, so it's giving us 9% crit damage. Some people prefer to use crit amplifier, which gives you 10% crit rate and 15% crit damage. I don't think there's that much in it, especially seeing as my one's only a 3% crit damage substat. So it's kind of either or. You can use either one of those. It doesn't really matter. For the boots, we've got Covered Advanced. Unfortunately, it's a precision one, not a violent one. Again, need to farm up a violent one of those. But taking no damage within 4 seconds grants plus 20% melee weapon and status damage for 30 seconds and resets when duration ends. So with this mod, as long as you have 4-second period where you don't take damage, for the next 30 seconds, you're going to get 20% damage. Even if you get hit in those 30 seconds, the buff still stays. So as long as you trigger that at the start, it doesn't matter if you get hit, you're still going to be doing it. So that's basically the build. Let's show you some raw stats. So raw stats. This is just with the weapon. We've got crit rate 49.6, crit damage 99%. It could be better. It will be better once I farm the right mods. But at the moment, this is what we've got. We've also got 81% weapon damage. And the other thing is, that is important, Shrapnel crit damage bonus. So the Shrapnel crit itself damages for 30%. So let's just fire off some rounds, and I'll show you what I mean. So we aim for center mass. And you can see that ammo keeps going back up because it keeps hitting the weak spots. And we can just fire and fire and fire. This is just normal tungsten ammo. And the stability helps not have to move around too much. You say you're hitting, you know, 25k DPS. And as you can see, we can just fire and fire and fire and fire. And now if we go and look at our stats, that crit damage has gone up to 204%. That's just from firing. That's just from hitting the target. That's no other buffs whatsoever. No other buffs whatsoever. Let's have a look at the memetics in the Cradle. So we've got automatic weapon enhancement, so you get plus 20% damage when holding a rifle. That's a no-brainer. Deviation Master, having it fight alongside grants damage plus 50% against deviants. If you're watching this after the update, this is going to change. So it's going to grant you plus damage to bosses and elites, I think they worded it. So it's still good, like against the great ones and things, you're still going to get that bonus. We've got Master Tactician. After using attack item, damage against great one bosses plus 25%. Sometimes I use this, just craft some like cheap throwing knives. Easy. Tactical combo weapon damage 25% after switching weapons or reloading. Reloading we don't do, but you know, every kind of 4 seconds we're going to switch weapons. So we go bingo, pop, and then back on it. So, you know, that's a little bit of uptime for that. Got Deadly Combo. After hitting a weak spot with bullet effects, bullet damage plus 25%. We're always hitting weak spots, so that's permanently up. Got Bullet Hunt. After killing a target range weapons, shrapnel damage plus 25%. And shrapnel crit damage 35% for 15 seconds. So when you are, if you are facing a great one that has ads, so like, for example, the dog spawns those orbs, shoot one of those orbs, that's a ranged kill. You're going to be boosting your shrapnel damage. And Bounty Hunter, after defeating a unit you marked, weapon damage, that's kind of like meh. And Rapid Aid, reduces the cooldown of healing items by 30% and increases healing effect by 15. That's just, those two are kind of flex slots. You can put whatever you want in there. So let's have a look at what happens with the bonuses. So the first bonus is going to be getting out our Deviant. Second is going to be using a heavy attack with the axe. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot with the axe. So heavy attacks activate Fortress Warfare, giving you 10% crit rate. This is going to change after the update. So it's going to be, you have to hit an enemy with a heavy attack, not just have to do a heavy attack. So I imagine this long axe is probably going to be useless after the update. We're probably going to switch something else, probably go, I don't know, stun baton or something. I don't think the melee weapon's going to matter whatsoever after the update. But right now, that's gonna be working there. And mod, I don't think I'll put a mod on there because it really doesn't matter. So yeah, first is Unleash Deviant, then it's going to be use Fortress Warfare, then it's going to be hit with Bingo, and then we're going to pop off. Oh, also food. The food I use is the canned meat. Super easy to craft. It's just meat, aluminium, salt. And that's going to give you an extra 20% shrapnel damage for 1,800 seconds. It's easy free damage. So we go 6 to eat our canned meat. We're going to set this to auto attack. We're going to slam down with the weapon. Get the Bingo out, pop. And then go. So we're doing 25 DPS. Now we're doing 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Just topping 40k DPS. And as you can see, we are firing forever and a day. It's great. But that's against a test dummy, you know? Anyone can do anything at a test dummy. It's better to get some an actual look at how it works. So we're going to go and do Dog Boss, so you can see how it actually runs. Did you play the beta? Were you in the betas, Gem? Let's go. Right, let's get somewhat close to him. Actually, let's stand by the door, because that will help. He wasn't did hard on PC game for a couple of years and he just come back. Ah, right. Oh god. He triggered. I got too close. I flew too close to the sun. Whoa. She glitchy. No. You don't get me with that. I think I need to take these out. I think that's my problem. I keep forgetting to take these out and they keep catching me off guard. Get him. Haha, missed me. I walked. You silly bitch. God, the reload time. Hey Ruthius, how you doing? No. Bad play models of Alien. Nice. Glad you're still enjoying that, dude. Oh no, I'm too far away from the door. Right, let's wait till he sonic spinballs. Ooh, I got smacked. Right, there goes his sonic spinball. Actually, maybe we're far enough away from them to just it not even matter. Get the walls out, get that bonus. I honestly thought that was going to walk me to the other side. I honestly thought that was going to walk me to the other side when it dragged me through the door. He is so dead. Pretty sweet. Still need to play once human? Yes, you do, man. You need to get on it. You need to get on it. A level 3. Okay. I mean, we'll get it. Let's see what we get. What mods are we going to get? Bounce, Rampage, Precision. Yuck.